Your muscles don't care about your reps. They care about tension. And right now, you're spending about half a second per rep in the zone where tension is actually high. Then bouncing straight out of it like the floor is on fire. You've been training for months, maybe years, and you've been accidentally avoiding the hardest part of every single exercise. We're gonna fix that by doing less. Here's what's actually happening during your reps. You go down, you come up, you count to 10, you feel good about yourself. But buried inside every rep is a moment, usually right at the bottom, where your muscles are working the hardest, elastic energy is zero, and gravity is basically trying to murder you. You spend maybe half a second there. Then you bounce out of it. Congratulations, you just dodged the best part of the exercise. What if instead of escaping that moment, you just stayed there? This is called an isometric hold. No eccentric, no concentric, just you, frozen, slowly questioning your life choices. And before you say that sounds like doing nothing, your muscles are screaming. Here's why. When you stop moving at a point of mechanical disadvantage, the bottom of a push-up, mid-dip, halfway through a row, you kill the elastic energy that normally helps you cheat through the rep. Now it's just raw muscular force versus gravity. No momentum, no shortcuts. On top of that, sustained contraction cranks up intramuscular pressure. Blood flow gets partially occluded, essentially a self-inflicted pump that signals your muscles to grow. This is the same mechanism behind blood flow restriction training, except you don't need the cuffs. You just need to stop moving. Recent data on myogenic signaling, that's basically your muscle cells deciding whether to get bigger, shows that static holds trigger hypertrophy pathways that traditional volume training largely misses. Standard reps cycle through fatigue and recovery rhythmically. Your body adapts to that rhythm. Holds don't have a rhythm. They're just continuous, unrelenting stress. Your nervous system has no template for it, so it responds. The result isn't a puffy pump look. It's dense, hard. Like the muscle was actually earned instead of inflated. Find the dead zone for your exercise. For push-ups, that's about 2 inches off the floor. For dips, it's the bottom of the movement. This is where gravity has maximum leverage on your skeleton. This is where you stop. Hold it. Count slowly. Feel the specific, deeply unpleasant sensation of your muscles actually working. The rule of 10, 10 seconds of max effort hold, 10 seconds of rest. Repeat. Simple. Disgusting. Effective. You can also front-load holds before your normal sets as pre-exhaustion. Do a 15-second dead zone hold, then immediately go into your regular reps. Your first rep will feel like your 15th. You're welcome. Isometrics don't just hit the muscle, they hammer the tendon. Tendon stiffness, which increases with sustained loading, directly improves force transfer and joint stability. That means fewer injuries, better movement quality, and the ability to actually use the strength you're building. The aesthetic difference is also real. Volume training builds muscle. Isometric training builds dense muscle. There's a reason gymnasts look like they were carved out of something. So here's the challenge. 30 days, add 1 dead zone hold to every upper body session. 5 to 15 seconds, max effort, 1 set per exercise.